14 minutes and 40 seconds. That is 1% of the day. When you start your day, do not pick up that cell phone. Do not sit here and get on social media. Do not sit here and start texting and get on Twitter and do all of this. You have to get grounded. Gratitude is always going to be the seed for more. That is how you start each and every single day, filled with gratitude. You get grounded. Your morning routine, you have to have that. You have to sit here and you have to make sure that your mindset is in the right place before you start pouring into all of these different things, into all of these different people. You have to take the time to pour into yourself. You cannot sit here and continue to pour from an empty cup. You have to fill yourself up. You do. And the easiest way to do it is start with a morning routine. 1% of the day, 1% of the day is 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Have a morning routine that's around that time or less, or it could be more. Whatever it is that you have time for, that's what you do. When you have a morning routine, it should consist of a few different things, and everyone is different. But let me tell you a little bit about my morning routine. It may help you, it may not. That's completely irrelevant, but I'm going to tell you anyway. My morning routine, this is what it consists of. When I first wake up in the morning, 10 things I'm grateful for. Father, thank you so much for waking me up this morning. I'm grateful for sunlight. I'm thankful for the ability, the willpower, the want, the desire to go and win big. I am grateful for the opportunity to get up and I can walk, my legs work. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my lady. I'm grateful for all of these different things. Just name 10 things. And as time goes on and as time passes, you will come to find, wow, it's so many things in this world that I have taken for granted. It's so many things in this world that I haven't taken the time to thank God for. It's so many things that I haven't acknowledged because everyone doesn't have it the way that I have it. See, this is the thing about life. There's somebody right now that is begging, crying, and praying to our Father to put them in the same exact position that you over here complaining about and crying over right now. Have you taken the time to think about that? No, probably not. There's somebody right now that's sick, that done lost something, they missing something, whatever, in the same exact position that you taking for granted right now. The same exact position that you complaining about right now. They are praying, begging our Father to put them in that same exact position. Gratitude. Gratitude is absolutely imperative. You have to show gratitude. 10 things that you are grateful for. You want to journal. Journaling has absolutely changed the game because so many people feel like it's so much going on in their head. They're so overwhelmed. They're so this, they're so that. You just have a million thoughts in your head. You got to put them bad boys on paper. That's all your issue is. You feel like the whole world crashing down on you. It's just because you have not taken the time to put these thoughts that you have on paper. That's all you got to do. Okay, think about it like this. If it's you and your cousin and y'all in a place that's loud, maybe it's a club or some sort of social event, by him being all the way over there and it's all of this noise in this environment, and if he talking like this, yo bro, do you think after this we can go on? Yo bro, do you think after this we can go and we can slide and we can do X, Y, Z? How do you think you're gonna hear him over other people talking, over the music, over people moving and the hustle and bustle, and the, oh, excuse me, and all of that stuff, and oh, hey, how are you? How do you think you're gonna hear him? You can't. All that stuff is going on. So you have to silence the noise. If everything is dead silent, boom, now you can hear your cousin. And that's the name of the game. That's all you got to do. You have to put this stuff on paper, what it is that you are focused on. When it comes to the journal, you have to put the focus on the things that matter, what it is that you're going towards, what it is that you're fighting for, what it is that you're interested in, what it is that you are going towards each and every single day. So the input objective, we talk about the input objectives all the time. The input objective, it's not about the goal because the goal is going to be further away. And if you sit here and you think about the goal and all you're focusing on is the goal, that's why you're going to miss it, because you're not focused on the work required to get the goal. And since having is the outcome of doing and being, you're not going to have nothing because you weren't being anything and doing anything. So you have to be and then you have to do. You have to do the work. So that's where the input objective comes in. So this is where you write out your input objective, what it looks like for the day, what it looks like for the week. All right. So whether you have a little checklist, whether you're just saying that you're so happy and grateful now for XYZ, whatever it looks like, it really doesn't even matter. But that's what it is that you have to do, though. You have to continue to do that thing. You have to write these things out in the journal, and you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consecutive. This is going to put that specified focus on you. This is where you're not going to be like the mundane many. You're going to be like the fruitful few, because you're not going to be sitting here just thinking about things. You're going to say, okay, well, maybe I'll get to this. I want to do this, but no, I wrote this down in my journal. The name of the game today, the name of the game this week, the name of the game this month is doing XYZ. That's the focus. All right. That's why the journal is so important. Most people do not know how to focus. They can't focus. Your focus is your selective attention. Your focus never leaves. It simply shifts to other arenas, other spaces, other places, and other things. But if you have that specific focus, oh my gosh, the sky ain't the limit. There is no limit, point blank, period, because most people just don't even have that. So if you have that focus, you already like years ahead. All right. So you already started the day with your gratitude. You have that journal. Now you're going to have a devotional. You're going to get into the word a bit. So maybe you read the Bible if that's your thing. Maybe you just have a devotional that prompts you and that puts a specific idea in your head with scripture to back it up, whatsoever the case. You have to give some time to God. And then after that, you're going to have a prayer. So you started the morning off saying that you were grateful. Then you went into your journal. Then you have the devotional. And last but not least, you're going to have a prayer. A lot of people say, well, man, I don't really know how to pray. Let me give you a framework. Acts, ACTS, Acts. A is adoration. C is confession. T is thanksgiving. And S is supplication. A is adoration. Father, thank you for being the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the creator of all things amongst the heavens and the earth, the mastermind of the cosmos. Heaven is your throne. Earth is your footstool. Thank you for being a sovereign God. That's adoration. You are giving thanks to him for just who he is. That's A, adoration. C is confession. Lately in my life, Father, I've been feeling like I can't continue going on. Lately in my life, I've been feeling like things have been hard on me. Lately in my life, I have been feeling like I have been seeing, I have been frustrated with, I have been angered by XYZ. That's confession. T is thanksgiving. Father, thank you for my family. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for my career. Thank you for this willpower, whatsoever the case. And S is supplication, which is where you ask. Father, I just ask that you be a helping hand. I just ask that you be a guiding arm, a guiding nudge, that you continue to wrap your arms around my friends and my family. In Jesus' precious and powerful name I pray, amen. ACTS, acts. A is adoration, C is confession, T is thanksgiving, and S is supplication. That is a simple framework for prayer, okay? So now after you do that, now it's time to get up and to get to it, okay? So now some people listen to music, some people don't. Typically the first song that I listen to each and every single day, I'm not somebody that just kills, what do they call it? Secular music. I'm not somebody that just kills that. I love music. I come from a very musically inclined family. It is what it is. I love R&B. I love soul. I love Kim. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I love Anthony Hamilton. I love Teddy Pendergrass. I love Barry White. I love the Isley Brothers. I love all of this R&B music. I love all of this soul music. I love Erykah Badu. I love all of this different music. I love this stuff. So I listen to music. Typically, the first song that I listen to each and every single day is going to be some sort of Christian song. All right. A gospel song. All right. I typically listen to that. That's the first thing that I listen to. But then after that, if I'm listening to music, I'm listening to something that I enjoy. I'm listening to something that I love, something that I like, depending on the mood. All right. Because sometimes my morning is going to be a little bit more faster paced. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more slower paced. It just depends on the day. It depends on what it is that I have going on. So now after you do all of that, now you have to start your day. You have the right mentality. You're viewing it the right way. You're already grounded. You gave thanks to your Father. You've sat here and you've prayed and you've seen exactly where it is that you're going. You've done all of the things that you need to do. Now it's just about showing up and showing out. Do the thing. Outwork everybody. Outclass everybody. Have a pleasing personality. Okay? Act like everybody that you come across has a sign on them that says, make me feel good about myself today. Treat people with respect. Love all. Trust few. Do wrong by no one. That's the name of the game. Those are the things that you have to do. But it starts with that morning routine, a simple 5-minute morning routine, a simple 10-minute, 15-minute morning routine. That is 1% of your day or less. You owe that to yourself. You absolutely 1000% owe that to yourself. Do not sell yourself short by sitting here just getting up and just flowing like a leaf in the wind. Be grounded, be rooted like a tree. That's going to be the focus, all right? So now, with that being said, I hope you found some value. Like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you are not growing, you are dying. Simple as that. I double dog dare you to go to www.maliktravell.com or just click the link in the description box. It'll take you straight there and just have a look around, all right? Other than that, I love y'all. I'll catch you at the bank. Let's get it. Yay!